Hey, what's up guys, Alex here bringing you a new video, and basically I'm going to be revamping my Road to Division 1 series that I had originally made a couple months back, but I never really put much more further videos on it because people were telling me to do commentary, and back then I didn't want to do commentary because I felt that not because my commentary was bad, but I don't know, I just didn't want to do commentary. Like, commentary was just not something that I did because I was just making skill videos, and that was what I wanted my channel to be based around. But I decided that I wanted to show some gameplay, and I wanted to show it in a different style of way, not just showing random matches of me online, but an actual series. So I decided to make a new Road to Division 1 series with commentary. So basically, in this commentary, like, the topics I'm going to be talking about is not really about the gameplay, but about topics that is really viral in football. A lot about Champions League and the logic that goes into Champions League, because one of the number one problems in football today is that it's monopolized a lot, and that's a problem. It's not fair for the clubs that are considered underdogs. They're labeled underdogs because of the Real Madrids, the Man U's, the Chelsea's, and all the other five-star aristocrat teams. So the whole away goal rule, to me, in my opinion, is one of the ways that they set up and fix Champions League. And they've been doing this for a couple years now, and I think that it's not good for the game. It's not good for the teams, because as a team, from the player's perspective, your job is to go on the field and put on the best performance you can possible for your fans and for yourself and for your team, to go and excel to the next level. As a coach, your job is to bring in players and maintain as much respect and adoration for the fans as well as the players. And for the other occupations that are involved with football teams, you have the developmental team, the physios that try and keep the players in tip-top shape to play high-level football around the world. And for the fact that people that have high positions in UEFA and FIFA to go around and play with teams' success by gambling and doing all these unnecessary actions is really not good for the game, in my opinion. And I think it's time for that to change, because as we know, the away goal rule every year is a destructive rule, because it actually destroys the logic that football actually has every year in league competition. Because as you know, in league competition, whether it be Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Liga do Brazil, MLS, any season in any country, the team that goes on the pitch for 90 minutes and scores the most goals at the end of regulation time is the team that gets the 3 points. So necessarily, if Chelsea and Man United play a match next season in the Premier League, and Chelsea score 2 goals and United score 1, at the end of 90 minutes, Chelsea gets 3 points, Man United gets no points. So the fact that in Champions League football, where the football is much more advanced and it's so much more at a higher stake, you're playing at higher stakes. It's not the same thing as playing league football. The pressure is different. The atmospheres that you deal with as a player in Champions League football is so much different. So the idea of teams, for example, Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain, to come back on goal aggregate and tie it for the fact that they have a rule that says the team with the most away goals goes through to the next round of the tournament is absolutely, I repeat, absolutely juvenile, absolutely ridiculous, ludicrous, very, very, very ludicrous. It doesn't make any sense. It destroys logic itself, because if you have league football that says the team with the most goals at the end of 90 minutes and extra time, the team with the most goals in the end of match regulation gets 3 points, and the team who does not get any points. And then to transition that to Champions League football and say at the end of 2 legs, the away goal rule can decide the winner of the match of 2 legs. And the idea for that is really, really bad. I think it's not good for the sport. It's not good for the fans. It's not good for the teams, especially the underdog teams. Although it can damage and, cripple some of the higher tier teams with a good trophy room and a good list of notable players that have played for such team. It's very, very bad for any team, whether it be the 5-star aristocrats or the 3 to 4 star people's club. Like, for example, Benfica and Sporting. Now, if you look at the past of these 2 clubs, Benfica is considered the people's club, and Sporting was considered the aristocrat club, the club for the rich people, the wealthier people. Now, going back to the away goal rule, Arsenal beat Bayern Munich in the second leg. They tied it up 3-3. So technically, it should have went to extra time, and whoever scored at the end of extra time, whether it be Bayern or Arsenal, whichever team at the end of extra time had the most goals goes over. If there's no goals in extra time, it'll go to a penalty shootout. It's not hard to apply that to Champions League football. It's not hard at all. Excellent. It's not hard. Excellent play too. Loses marker. Another team that was eliminated on a tied aggregate, PSG, played an excellent 2-legged series against Barcelona and was seen out of the tournament because of this stupid, illogical rule that doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm pretty sure there's enough people who have high positions in FIFA and UEFA that know this rule is very illogical, and it destroys the hopes and dreams of players who dream to win the UEFA Champions League. It really does destroy these dreams for some of these players. And for the people who work in UEFA, work for FIFA, who have high positions that gamble every season in Champions League and other cups that are notably known in football, whether it be FA Cup, whether it be Europa League, whether it be Copa do Brasil, any other cup that have, you can name it, any other cup that has a deep knowledge of competition, where competition is relevant and it thrives on competition, and it's fueled by the passion of these players for the fact that people in suits with a lot of money in their pockets to bet on these games and fix them and pay off the referees. And this, that, and the third. Because, for example, the game against Bayern Munich versus Barcelona, we seen the goal that Robin scored. We seen the pick and roll. That is done in basketball, not football. I repeat, it is done in basketball, not football. We seen the obstruction that Mueller did against Jordi Alba. We've seen that. That should have been a foul. That goal should have never counted. But yet, when you turn on your television sets, you go on to Fox Soccer Channel, whatever channel that you visualize and watch football on, you see that goal get promoted, and it's considered a great goal when we see the obstruction. Now, we are in a day and age where you can obviously uncall things when a referee gets something wrong. We're in a day and age where you can uncall a call. It's done in other sports. I'm pretty sure they can do that. It's not difficult. It's not hard. But in the end, the people will have to change why and how this will ever go past the righteousness that the game deserves. Because it's not fair. And the game itself is a logic game. It's been evolved through the years that it has been played. Meaning that once you learn how to play the game, you have to learn how the game is played. Doesn't mean you're always going to win, but everybody deserves a fair chance. And that is what needs to be what needs to be put into the game. It needs to revamp and revisit that. And then you'll see righteous and good football again. Thank you.